Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Alicia Henley and we are in Orlando, Florida for InfoComm 2019 and I am excited. We are talking to a lot of great manufacturers today, but specifically we are here with Bob Cornelia of Blackmagic. Hi Bob.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for having us.
You enjoying the show?
Absolutely.
I know I'm enjoying myself. I am very much enjoying myself. So let's hop right into it. I got a few questions. So with Blackmagic, what is your strategy when coming into a show as big as InfoComm?
Yeah, I mean, this kind of a show is a great mix of customers for us, meaning that we have end user customers from houses of worship or any of that, but also the system integrators too. So It's a combination of customers that come through here. So it's a chance for us to talk about overall solutions and talk about those kind of things. And the conversations are really interesting for us because it gives us feedback on current solutions and maybe some ideas for the future.
Absolutely, and that's been a common theme, especially since InfoComm is growing every year and the percentage of end users is growing as well. So how do you guys approach end users when they walk into the Blackmagic booth?
Well, one thing that we always tell everybody is that we sell through distribution, so we don't sell direct. Yep. But what we can do is give you great advice on what the products are doing, find out what they're doing, and we have a lot of our customers who walk in that already have products, but they want to know what's new. So we get to tell them about that, right. Or if they have an issue with something that they're not sure how to do it, and we have the products here, and we can take them behind the products to show them how it all connects. I mean, It's really interesting.
So you get to interact with both the integrator and the end user and tell them about the products and then tell them where they can actually get the products from the distributors in those regions.
Exactly, yeah. We're pretty good on our site. You can pick your country and it'll tell you who's there. So we let everybody know that's where you go to buy them. Don't worry about it. We'll give you the information. You can buy them from someone else.
Education. So you don't necessarily drive the sale, but you drive the education portion of that and educating the end users, integrators, and anybody who is interested in Blackmagic.
That's exactly right, yeah.
Good. So, of course, this is a product-driven show. Everybody is here showing something.
Yeah.
Tell us what's interesting in Blackmagic.
So it's interesting. We brought in a few products that have 8K in their name because they're 8K capable.
Yes.
But they do HD and Ultra HD today. So, 2K, 4K, 8K. Now, the thing about that is sometimes people hear 8K and they go, we're not doing that.
Yep.
It doesn't matter because you can if you have to, but more importantly, you can really take advantage of these new products in HD and in Ultra HD.
So what does it mean for you all to be pretty much future-proof, right? Because you're already implementing 8K infrastructure. A lot of people aren't doing it, and like you said, will say we're not there yet.
Right.
But you guys have a structure to where it's already implemented for the pipeline. So what does that mean to be in a position like that?
Well, the idea is that we realized that when we came to build a new product, we knew we had to tackle some 8K solutions for certain customers. And there are customers in this space that definitely need it. If you have a large display on the side of a building or whatever, 8K will look great in there. But, you don't have to use that today. You can use it in Ultra HD, 4K, or HD today.
Right.
And our thought process is, why not give people the ability to grow in the one product and not have to keep buying new products all the time?
Growth, and the growth life is what interests me, right? Because I was an end user at one point and we were going back and having to buy the new product, buy the new product, and buy the new product. When a manufacturer looks at the long term, that's so valuable. That is very valuable.
Well, and it's funny too because our products are fairly low price compared to some competition, but that doesn't matter. Like we're like, why? We want to get as much product as we can to as many people, and that's really our spirit. And then if we can put in advanced tools that they may not need today, but they can turn on later, then all the better, and it's good for everybody.
And this is another common theme that we've been discussing, and that is a full solution. And you're providing that.
Yeah, I mean, we provide a lot of pieces of the puzzle.
Right.
And then, of course, system integrators are great at wrapping that around and putting in all the little extras that need to go in there. But the idea is that the footprint's there for people to kind of see what's going on and where they can get to. And then they buy our products and a couple others, and boom, they got a studio.
Gotcha. So we talked about 8K, and this is it's a buzzword.
Yeah.
8K and all that stuff and everything coming down the pipeline. But from that point of view, have you seen anything innovative on the show floor or within what you all are doing in Blackmagic in regards to 8K?
Well, it's interesting. We have an 8K television on our booth to show our 8K products.
Got it.
Well, in order to get 8K into that television, you need 4 HDMI cables to get the 4 quadrants to make it.
Right.
So we have a box that we had to build to be able to do that. So
Right.
before we can even show our 8K products, if we didn't have this box, we would never see it. So
Exactly.
And that's, and those are the kind of things that when we show it to people and they can look at the back and they go, oh, that's how you would do it. I was wondering how am I going to get there?
Can actually see it. Real world
Yeah.
Implementations. That's what it's about. Because you could come to these shows and talk about products all day, every day. But if an end user or integrator isn't physically seeing it, they might not grasp it. You never know if they leave the booth with that information and retain it or not. So that's awesome to be able to showcase it.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And people, then they see it, and then they go, oh, now I understand. I understand the pieces of that puzzle. In order to get that signal there, I had to go through here and here. And so when we're able to show that solution, then it gets people thinking. And they're like, and it doesn't have to just be 8K. It could be HD. It could be Ultra HD. And you just grow.
Exactly. Showing them that pipeline of what can be, what's here now, and what can be. If you want to grow.
Yeah.
Got it. So outside of 8K, outside of that buzzword, let's take it a step further. What innovative have you seen here at the show this year?
Well, I personally haven't been able to get off our booth.
Right.
But it's funny because, the display technologies continue to get more and more fascinating to me.
Right.
I was recently on a cruise and they had, moving screens that were robotic controlled and all that. And that's the kind of stuff that you would find here because that is not traditional broadcast,
right.
but it's a place that is doing big events. I mean, a cruise ship has some big theaters
That's
and
right.
all that kind of live event stuff. And so the display technology to me gets more and more interesting.
Oh yeah, and I'm starting to see a lot of more display manufacturers coming out and showcasing how they use their displays in artistic ways and for greater experiences, sports venues, transportation, and not only using it to, present just data and information like flight information, but stuff that enhances the environment and really interacts with people.
Absolutely, and the shapes are different than they used to be.
Yeah.
You go into. I was at the Super Bowl. The stadium has this circular,
Yeah,
and it's like, wow,
halo. They're at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Exactly. I mean, when you start seeing those things, you're like, oh, wow, this is really interesting to see that. They're taking it to another level, and then when you get higher resolutions into these displays, they make even more sense to have different shapes.
So, since we brought up Super Bowl and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, that stadium is amazing. It's got a lot of technology in it, right?
Absolutely.
So what do you think they're scaling to for that halo? If you had to make a guess, what do you think they're going to get to 8K in the future?
They could definitely do that, and I'm sure they're doing 4K now because from where I was seated, I could see it, and I didn't have great seats, so.
Well, that's good. You were able to see the game up close and personal.
That was fun.
Good. Well, Bob, thank you so much for joining us. This was a great conversation. We were able to talk a little bit about football, too. So
that's right. That's always good, then. Thank you very much.
So tell us where everyone can find Blackmagic.
Oh, absolutely. So if you go to blackmagicdesign.com, you'll find all the information.
Good. Well, Bob, continue to have a great show. And again, thank you for joining us. And we will see you all next time.